Hey everybody, today I wanted to talk to you about my personal goals that I have for the year for me and for my family. One of the things that I really took away from last year is the difference between self-care and self-comfort. One of the podcasts that I really love is called Sorta Awesome, and on one of their episodes they were talking about the difference, and I never had really considered that before as an option. Self-care, sorry about my kids are like crazy today. Self-care is when you are doing the things that actually feed your soul and your mind and your body. The things like reading and exercising and eating well and drinking enough water and moisturizing your skin. Those are self-care items. Self-comfort is when we grab the Ben & Jerry's because we're sad, or we binge watch entire shows. And while those things can be fun, occasionally, if that is all we're doing to take care of ourselves, we're going to end up burned out and kind of, yeah, it's not going to be good things, guys. So for me, I really wanted to be more intentional about what I was doing to kind of take care of not just me, but my family and my time. Because the older I get, the more I realize just how much energy life takes to do all the things, and you can't do all the things. So you really have to narrow down what's important. That brings me to my word of the year, which I don't always do, but this year it's focus. I am normally like a squirrel with shiny things. I see what everybody else is doing and think, oh, I should be doing that too. And I just keep going in all the directions, especially with my homeschool. And I just need to remember that as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing consistently, even if it's not all of the other things everybody else is doing, it's perfectly okay. If I am working out the way I want to work out regularly, it doesn't matter that somebody else is doing something that looks cool. It's totally enough. That said, these are the things that I'm trying to do to focus my life and kind of concentrate on self-care for me and my family. And yeah, so if any of these things resonate with you, if you have questions about any of the books or resources that I'm talking about, put them in the comments below. If you want accountability because they sound awesome to you and you want to work with somebody on it, let me know below. I would love to help you out. So first up are the things that I'm doing for just me. And the first thing I got was it's question answer, a 5-year journal. And I got one, this one's for moms. I got a 3-year one for my kids. And it's just got a little prompt at the beginning. I used to journal all the time, pretty regularly, and I haven't been. And it really makes me sad because especially these times with like younger kids, that's like the cute stuff that you want to remember. And I know I have a lot of it in my scrapbooks, but I don't necessarily do it every day, and I want to get better about that. Next up is my Bible art journal. Now this is, yes, I identify as a Christian. I am very open to other people identifying as other things. My journey has been long with many, many turns and twists. And for me, I think this is just a cool way for anybody to kind of connect to the spiritual in their life, whether it's doing a gratitude journal or doing just a Bible kind of, yeah, I just add color. I take this, I paint in church, and yeah, everybody seems to be okay with it. I really take a lot away from this, and I've done workshops on it before. So this is something I didn't do as much as I wanted to last year, and I want to get better at it. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing, hopefully daily, at least more regularly, because when I'm trying to meditate, color and doing something with my hands helps me focus. Next up, more candles. When I was reading The Year of Living Danishly, candles just really struck out to me as a sore thumb of like, hello, I love candles and I never light them. I always think I should save them for something important, but every day is important. And so I started lighting them, and now my kids have gotten used to lighting them and ask almost every day if they can light the candles. And I think that's just kind of a cool thing, especially during the winter, to do. Another thing, moisturize regularly. I am 33 and my skin is starting to feel it. So my kids actually even paid attention and got me lotion for Christmas. And I'm trying to take the couple minutes a day to actually moisturize everything daily because you feel like a human being and you're totally worth it. So that's another thing. Also, working out consistently again. I did a great job of this for a very long time. And then for some reason, the last half of 2016, I completely got derailed. I'm going to go ahead and blame it on the election. No, I don't know why, guys. It just happened. I have a great group of friends that I work out with. I also follow their online program, and so I think there's no excuse for me to not work out regularly. I know I'm doing a 5K over the summer with a few of my girlfriends to celebrate her birthday. I've signed up to do the half marathon again this year that I loved doing. It was one of my favorite moments of my lifetime, was finishing that with my husband. Not sure if I have the energy to do all the training runs or not. I'm going to try and squeeze it in and see how it goes. But yeah, for me, I just want to do a lot better of a job at taking care of my body, because this is all I've got. This is what I've got to work with. I'm never going to be a skinny mini. It's just not in the cards, but I can be a really strong mom who can show my kids how to kick some ass. So I'm going to go with that. Next up is better dog owner. This is something I was convicted of when we went to our New Year's party at our friend's house. They don't have kids, granted, but their dog is treated like royalty, and it just reminded me of when I used to be a lot better to my dogs. So last month I got over my fear of trimming and filing their nails, which was terrifying, but I did it. And I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to do better at baths for them, walks for them, and I even splurged and got them the good dog treats, not the stuff that they just don't even seem to care about. So I'm excited about doing that, cuddling more with my dogs, because they're getting older, and I'm realizing that we have them for kind of a limited time. I should be a little bit more indulgent sometimes with them. Next are the things that I want to do with my family. First up, for homeschool, I want to do our morning basket more regularly, and I have it all packed and ready for us to go next week. These are some of the things that are definitely in it. This is the Laws Guide to Nature Drawing and Journaling by Muir Laws. I got it for Christmas, and I am so excited about it. It's the most comprehensive art journaling for nature book that I've ever seen. It tells you all the supplies, different techniques, and I'm just really pumped about using this regularly with my kids. Also, we have the Child's Introduction to Art, which I'm very excited about, but I'm really pumped about the Story of the Orchestra and A Child's Introduction to Poetry. So what I really enjoy about these is that they have CDs attached to them. So I had my husband rip them, and I can go ahead and play. It says play track 1, and then it has the lesson and kind of what they want you to talk about with each thing for both this and for the orchestra. And so if I do this consistently, because it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing, if I just pick the things that I want to do and do them consistently, by the end of the year, my kids will know not only all of these poems, and I'll probably know them too, but we'll also know all about the orchestra and different classical pieces, which I've really been working on with them. So I'm pretty excited about making that kind of more of a regular thing for us. We have to spend time in the car a lot, and I think that's a really easy way to, if I have to do a grocery run at Costco, I can stick that on, and that can be part of our lessons for the day. Finally is healthier meals for my family. We are trying to work more on doing better with our budget, because we want to do more traveling. We really enjoy traveling with our family. We got to take them to England and Ireland last year, and that was phenomenal. I got to go to India and Nepal earlier last year as well. So I guess it's 2 years ago, and then last year. We like traveling internationally. We also like traveling in the States, but with 5 people, that is a lot of money. So I am being very committed to trying to figure out where I can cut corners on the budget. So first up is eating healthfully, but doing it at kind of a lower cost. So firstly, I want to do better with breakfasts. And I actually had my kids go through this. This is Rise and Shine by Sullivan, Morford. They did Post-its on all the things that look good, which is pretty much almost every page. It says a lot. But it has a lot of whole ingredients. There's a lot of things that I can use more than one time of. Lots of variety. So I'm excited about that. If you haven't heard before on my channel, I don't know if I've talked about it much. My husband has been a vegetarian for about 28 years. which is phenomenal. I did that for a little bit and decided that whenever I put a label on myself is when that's all I want to eat is meat. So we eat mostly vegetarian at our house, but we are big foodies. We do love our cheese and our wine and quality ingredients. But it means that if we want to eat those regularly, we have to be a lot more economical about how we do it. So I'm thinking if I can get some of the same ingredients and make them lots of different ways. This book also, the Love and Lemons cookbook, she does that. She takes different ingredients and shows you 4 or 5 different things you can do to mix it up and make it different while using the same thing. So you're not wasting produce because you got it for one thing and haven't used it for something else. This one I'm really excited about. My husband cooked out of this over the weekend. It's vegan Mexico. We did it unvegan with sour cream and cheese, but it was delicious. I think this would be great for anybody who even likes meat. I mean, some of these in here are chilled avocado soup. There's chilaquiles, mushroom chorizo, which I thought was really kind of a cool. They shows you how to do chorizo, which is like a sausage, only do it vegetarian. We're really excited about the churro recipe in here. So yeah, Vegan Mexico by Jason Wyrick. And the good thing about Mexican food, a lot of times it can be very economical, especially when you go to the Mexican grocery store near us. So I'm excited about doing that more in the new year. Finally, the other budgeting item that I kind of wanted to talk to you about are 2 things that we're doing differently. Firstly, for books, because after I joined BookTube or watched more BookTube videos, the book buying exploded. I mean, our budget for books got way out of control. And I was even using Better World Books, which I really recommend because the proceeds go to charity and it's free shipping. So it's way better than using Amazon if you feel like you still can't quite cut the bookstore cost. Better World Books is a great option. However, and I use my library a lot. That said, we still, don't need to be spending that much on books. So what I decided to do is every quarter of the year, I am allowed a special family holiday I've called Book Buying Day. And on that day, I can take my kids to Half Price Books. I can order anything online that I want to from books. It's just that special day where, I can get all the books I want. However, I can only do it 4 times a year. So I think it's pretty great because I have to be intentional about what I'm doing. If I forget a book on that particular day, I'll just have to wait or get it from the library. A lot of times I just don't even buy books that I haven't read yet because I don't know if I want to keep them around and we're running out of bookshelf space. But I think this is going to be kind of a neat way to celebrate books while also keeping it under control in the budget arena. Secondly, for our budget, we're doing something different with our kids as far as an allowance. I used to kind of do the whole you get this much a month route, and I would always forget or not remember, and I'd get them something at the store because I would think they had enough in their account, and it just got out of control. So what I'm doing this year, because of the Secrets of Happy Families book, is every quarter we are going to give them a larger chunk, and then that's all they have. So once they run out of that, they cannot ask me for a toy. They cannot ask to put something in the cart because they have already used their allotted money. This should be interesting, but it's, 3 months. They can survive anything for 3 months. So if they make a mistake and overspend, I think they can at least correct it in the next quarter. I think it's kind of a neat way to talk about saving up for things and using what you're allotted. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that kind of reins in some of our household spending as well. So I think those are kind of my big personal family goals. I would love to hear what yours are for the year, whether you're, what do you think about self-care versus self-comfort? Do you have a word that you focus on? Tell me in the comments. That's just kind of, what I'm trying to do in the time that I'm not reading. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.